Well, hello my loves. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You will be seeing the, well, I'm not sure when you'll be seeing this. Hopefully Friday. Friday, I don't even know the date. I'm lucky that I know what day it is. So anyway, this is just part of the continuing on of the coloring pages that were free to you for the last, I don't know, almost 3 weeks now, I think. 2 or 3 weeks. Like I said, I have no clue about time right now. Everything just feels wonky. So this was fun, and it was super simple, and I didn't do a whole lot to it. But what I want to say is that with the coloring pages, this is your time, because you don't have to think about design or anything like that. This is your time to just kind of zone out and pull out the supplies that you don't normally use. So I am using Arteza's paint pens, and these are acrylic markers. They're called acrylic ink, like we would use in like a Daler and Rowney acrylic ink. One of these, but in a pen. And wonderful colors. And this is not an advertisement for Arteza, but I saw them because the color selection is amazing. And I know there's a ton out there. These are really reasonable. I thought, I think they were $39 or $49 for these colors. And they come with, so they have like a broad tip, but they also, and I haven't tried them yet, let me grab it. They also come with another dual tip. So you've got a pointed like fine tip, and then a chisel tip for like calligraphy. And they give you these little tweezers, and you can pull out the felt tip that's in here already and put these in. So I haven't tried it. I would like to. I haven't done it. This is really, honestly, the first time I've actually kind of sat down and played with them, with the exception of a few little projects here and there. So for this project, how I started this was, okay. So this paper is free to you in the resource library. If you're a subscriber to my email, you have the password for this. If you're not a subscriber, you can sign up. There's all kinds of free stuff in the resource library. I mean, tons. So I printed this out, and then I put it in my printer, my printer. I swear, my brain is like, whew. And then photocopied this onto it, and that's what you'll see here. So you'll see this whole piece together when I start. And that's how I did that. I just printed this out, then fed it back through my printer with this in copy mode, and copied it onto this sheet. I hope that makes sense. And then I just played with, I didn't use anything else with the exception of my Posca pen for my lines. And the reason I used my Posca pen is because it has that fine tip, and I didn't like the black that this one had. That's the only color that I wasn't real happy with. It's called Space Black. It's very grayish. And then I used a variety of different sizes of brushes because I wanted to kind of water these down, add colors to them, mix them together, and really just play and see how they perform. And I positively love them. Because I watered them down, they don't have too much of a sheen. If I use them straight, they do have a little bit of a shine, but really awesome. Now, I know there's a ton of different types of markers out there. The reason I chose these is because they're acrylic, and once it's dry, it's permanent. But you can see how I use the markers out here, and this has just a real watercolor effect, and you'll see that through the video of how I watered it down with my brush. I did create some white in the background with gesso, so I used my markers, my gesso, regular gesso, some raw umber Lucas acrylic paint to kind of get some dark agey color, and then some fluid matte medium to put my paper down with. That's it. Super easy. And then my charcoal pencil and my Posca pen to add some additional highlights to it, and I love it. I put it down on an MDF board, 8x10 MDF board. You could put it in your journal. You can resize it to whatever size you want, you know, through your copy machine printer. Right on your panel, usually you can just resize it and reduce it down if you want to make it smaller or whatever. So I do recommend that if you're using pens and you're not familiar with them, I always have this little sheet out here that helps me know the color that I'm using, because the caps and things are not always the same. Anyway, that's it. Super easy, super simple. And I like them because I could water them down and still see the lines underneath. I did kind of highlight the background, like I said, to really bring the focal point into view and to kind of push back some of the design that was happening in the piece itself, the paper. And then I used one stencil because I'm a stencil person. I wanted to see just a little bit of pattern, something different, something a little bit more interesting. So I used one stencil today, and that was Modern Pattern 5. And that's it, my friends. So I hope you enjoy this. We'll be doing a few more of these coloring pages. I won't be doing them all, but a few more over the next 2 weeks, I believe, on Fridays. Just to give you some ideas on how to use these, and some will be simple, like this one was super simple, and then some will be more difficult as far as just all the different products and different things that we'll be using, like the one we did on Sunday this last week. All the supplies that I used will be linked down below in the YouTube description box, as well as the previous video that I did on the past, do I have that right here? I don't. Let's see, last video was this coloring page, and it was gorgeous. We did some serious mixed media goodness, yummy goodness with that one, if you haven't seen it. That link will be down below, as well as the description and all that good stuff. All right, my friends, have fun, enjoy, relax. I hope you're doing well and you're surviving and you're seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, maybe, hopefully, in some of our areas. All right, my loves, have a wonderful day.